So apparently we will be getting a full release Call of Duty in 2023, and MW2 is actually not going to be a 2-year cycle game. There's two really big points I want to talk about in this video in regards to this, and some tweets we're going to go over just so you can get more context. And also make sure to sub to the channel if you're interested in more DMZ tips, tricks, and guides, as well as overall MW2 and Call of Duty coverage. And right there you can see, I can't even point, you can see my cat Goose, so shout out to him in the background. All right, so first, just so you know what I'm talking about before I get into my two big points, as you can see here from Charlie Intel, the new rumor from Insider Gaming says Call of Duty's 2023 release date is November 10th, 2023. The title is being developed by Sledgehammer Games. The game will also have its own beta, campaign, early access period leading up to launch. So this is all, you know, we're basically getting a game from Sledgehammer. And it says here the new title from Sledgehammer is expected to be a fully fledged premium game and a part of the Modern Warfare universe. And then there's a little bit more information here. And then we can go to known credible leaker Tom Henderson, who says, you know, exclusive info here on Call of Duty 2023. And then he says, on the whole, I thought COD was taking a break in 2023. They were, but it changed. It's why leaks are leaks, because they haven't been reported and are tentative or subject to change. So basically, let's talk about the two main things that I think are super, super important that we really have to be considered when talking about 2023 Call of Duty. First things first, and this goes with what that we just saw in Tom Henderson's tweet, and that is that this game is being developed by Sledgehammer Games and is going to follow the Modern Warfare universe, based on Modern Warfare 2 story. Now, the reason this is such a big deal is because of the fact that originally Activision had said that this was going to be a 2-year cycle game, but now that we're apparently getting a full premium release following the MW2 story at the end of this year in 2023, that means that since their plans changed, they must have started developing a game or had some sort of base game already being developed that they're going to plan on releasing. So this makes me worry about the quality of content, what's going to be coming out, and just how ready a game is actually to be released at the end of 2023. Since Treyarch is supposed to be the next developer in line to release a Call of Duty game, but their game has been confirmed to be pushed back to 2024, Sledgehammer is stepping in to release some sort of expansion onto the Modern Warfare universe, which means that this game must not have been in development for a very long time, which is extremely worrying. For those that don't know, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer are the three developers that develop Call of Duty games, and they usually do it in that order, meaning that Sledgehammer, based on what our current or previous, I guess I should say, our previous understanding was, is Sledgehammer wasn't going to be releasing a Call of Duty until 2025 or 2026, depending on if Treyarch's 2024 game was a 2-year cycle. So to go from 2025 or 2026 release to 2023, that's a 2 to 3 year earlier move for Sledgehammer to release a game, which makes me think there is no way this game is going to be fully baked and prepared to be released, considering the games we get nowadays, just looking at MW2, have been being developed for, you know, over 2 years, almost 3 years. They get released and we're still lacking in content, and seasonal updates are still lacking in content. So for me to believe that Sledgehammer's 2023 Modern Warfare game is going to come out at the end of this year and is going to be high quality, good, and enough content, I just can't believe that. So not only are we likely to get a probably not even half-baked, a third-baked game with not nearly enough content, but the second thing that I really wanted to address is there are probably plenty of players out there that bought Modern Warfare 2 specifically for the fact that they thought they were going to have 2 years to grind and play the game. There are millions upon millions of Call of Duty players out there who play the game casually, who intend to just maybe get on after a long day of work a couple times a week or on the weekend and play some games, maybe play some games with some friends, but overall are not hardcore fans and may not be the people like you who are watching this video. If you're watching this video, you were likely more than just a casual Call of Duty player. And these millions upon millions of players were looking forward to 2 years MW2, which gave them enough time to grind out camos, you know, play all the different game modes, Warzone, multiplayer, DMZ, Spec Ops, campaign. They thought they were going to have a full 2 years to play this game, and now this is being released in 2023, this new Modern Warfare game, which basically is just, it's such a cheap way out of Activision and Sledgehammer and whatever all the developers at Call of Duty, because people paid the $70, which is obviously an increased price, right? This is the first year we saw a $70 Call of Duty. People paid this $70 expecting 2 years of Modern Warfare 2, 2 years of premium content coming to this game, seasonal content that is going to be really, really good. Not only are we getting crappy and not enough content, but now we find out we're not going to have 2 years and we're going to have to pay another $70 for a full game in 2023, which is probably going to be even less, you know, developed than the current game we're playing. And on top of that, Sledgehammer tends to be the developer that people like the least. You have your Infinity Ward lovers and you have your Treyarch lovers, right? You have people in the middle who of course like both, but most people tend to think Sledgehammer is the weakest of the 3 Call of Duty developers. So not only are they working on a game that is apparently come out of nowhere and they haven't been working on for many years right now, they're also the weakest developer of the 3. So to expect this game to really be good is going to be interesting, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see this game, just based on the info we have now, end up being one of the worst selling Call of Duties in recent years, but maybe even of all time. I'm extremely disappointed personally in Activision. I mean, it's nothing unexpected because we know how much Activision loves their money, but it is super disappointing as a player and a person who wants to see Call of Duty succeed, who loves the franchise and has been playing it for, oh my god, I mean, I've been playing since Call of Duty 3, right, which came out in what, like 2006, 2007. So I've been playing the game for so long. It might even be 2005, I don't know. I've been playing the game for so long, and I want to see the franchise continue to succeed, and it's great to see them getting these sales and more players coming to play the game. But when you look at it from a content perspective, it's just so weak in comparison to what we used to get back in the day when there was paid DLC. You used to literally have to pay $15 like 4 times a year to get extra DLC for the games. Nowadays things are free because that's the way the market has changed, but because they're free, they just don't really try, and they don't give us new content. They don't give us enough content. So to know that we're going to get a game that's not going to be fully developed, not going to have enough content, not going to have good content, coming at the end of 2023, not only that, but that means Modern Warfare 2 is probably going to get even less love because now they're going to be focusing even more on the new game because they want to build that up and try to get sales for that. So it's just a sad time for Call of Duty. I hope that this changes, or I hope that somehow 2023 game ends up being really good. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and sub to the channel. I'm going to be posting a lot of MW2 content, as well as I will be following this story about Call of Duty 2023. We are on the road to 2.5k subs, and I can't do it without you. So seriously, please hit the sub button. I absolutely appreciate all the support that we've seen in recent videos. And with that being said, hopefully I'll see you all in the next one.